In today's video, we're going to discuss how the DeepSeek bombshell affects our Yieldmax positioning in 2025. Yieldmax helps us earn over $500,000 per year in dividends, as you can see below, and we're outperforming all of the indexes with Yieldmax and margin. We're up 7% for the year. The rest of the indexes are flat to start 2025. We're also down $3,700 today, or 0.22%, but that also beats all of the indexes, as you can see above. So we're beating all of the indexes with Yieldmax and margin, and we're living financially free out of our brokerage accounts as a result. If you need help doing the same, email me for my e-guides at aikentod48@gmail.com. Our margin debt is now about $500,000, $520,000, but my dividends of over $500,000 will pay that back in 1 year or so. So I'm not worried about my margin leverage because that goes away each month. I'm also not worried about my margin interest because I've negotiated it down twice. Many of my clients who bought my e-guides did the same thing. All right, so the markets were rattled recently by this DeepSeek event, okay? Can they develop AI much cheaper than NVIDIA can, okay? A lot of people are saying that NVIDIA is now a cash trap because if you can develop AI in a cheaper format than NVIDIA can, well then why not use DeepSeek's version instead of NVIDIA's? All right, and you can go to all these other YouTube channels that tell you what they think about the DeepSeek event, but at the end of the day, the market is the true judge and jury of all events that happen, okay? Price action is the true judge and jury, and NVIDIA fell significantly, okay, from 150 to 120. All you can really watch is price action and maintenance, and all you can really control is your position size. So NVIDIA is 30% maintenance, but NVDY is 50% maintenance. That means that it sucks up half of your equity. All we can do is manage our position size around NVIDIA and make sure it's not taking up too much of our available withdrawal. Again, NVIDIA is 50% maintenance, so if you have too much money in NVIDIA and it takes a big fall, well then you're going to lose half of your equity, okay? If you need help understanding maintenance, that's in my Volume 3 e-guide. Maintenance is the whole key to what I do here at this channel because for every $1 you put in your account, you get $4 of purchasing power. I'm just using a small amount of this over $1 million in purchasing power to get ahead. But you have to have high available withdrawal so that you can withstand over 20% corrections at all times. We can withstand over 30% corrections at the moment thanks to our high available withdrawal, but we have to watch our maintenance because Yieldmax is high maintenance typically. You can go to other brokers with lower maintenance, but they might not have that special drip for Cornerstone, okay? Cornerstone's also 30% maintenance, but Cornerstone has a 20% dividend that it drips down at the NAV for 29% gains every month. So it's the entire index, and you can therefore put all of your money behind Cornerstone and still sleep at night because it's not going to have headline risk like NVIDIA has with DeepSeek. It's the entire market, so again, it's less susceptible to individual headline risk. Cornerstone moves upward, left, to right on its chart. Just in case you're asking, why on E-Trade does it move sideways to down? That's because you have to factor back in dividends, drips, and rights offerings with Cornerstone. So you get the 20% dividend with Cornerstone on average, you get days gains potential with Cornerstone, and you get that 29% drip every month in addition to your 20% dividends. Just make sure you play Cornerstone properly around its rights offerings. If you need help playing Cornerstone, that's in my Volume 4 e-guide. When you buy my e-guide, you get free access to Discord for life, where we alert you of the Cornerstone rights offering announcement. So NVIDIA is on the 200-day moving average. That's all that matters. So if you're a trader, you would buy here and put your stop loss below the 200-day moving average. Will NVIDIA be affected by DeepSeek? Who knows? Why watch any other YouTube channel with any other opinions? All you can do is watch the price action. That is the true judge and jury. Okay, but I don't use stop losses because I let my dividends cash flow all losses over time. Banks don't accept trading gains. They only accept dividends and pay stubs. That's how we live financially free from 9 to 5. So if we get these dividends, we're going to qualify to banks for more loans, and that's also how we just live free out of our brokerage account. Okay, if you want a house loan or a car loan, you have to have dividends. All right, so again, I don't care about any losses, okay, because my dividends cash flow all losses over time, and that's what the banks accept after all. We weren't even down that big the day of the DeepSeek announcement because we're so well diversified. Our staples were up huge, our put options were up nicely. We also hedge our account with put options, so yes, we can withstand over 30% corrections overnight because we have high available withdrawal. Should we have a market crash of over 30% in a given night, then my put options would make us more money than we potentially lost in that event. Our put options would be up thousands of percent in that event. If you need help hedging your portfolio with put options like I do, that's in my Volume 5 e-guide. Don't forget, when you want to outperform with Yieldmax on down days, these sold put options really help save the day. If you need help selling put options like I do to increase your income and lower your risk, that's in my Volume 6 e-guide. All right, a couple other moves that I made during the DeepSeek event was I closed out some positions that were more semiconductor related because all of them fell in tandem together. I saw that RecShares AIPI, for example, was getting hit harder than YMAG, so I cut my AIPI in half and bought more YMAG because the Magnificent Seven names were actually up on that day, okay? Apple, for example, was up when the DeepSeek announcement came out, and that's because Apple was on the 200-day moving average. So Apple was actually up on the DeepSeek event. All of my members and I were buying Apple here on the 200-day moving average last week because this is one of the top Mag 7 names, one of the top index names in the market. And so we've been buying Apple to play Apple, and we bought it again on the 200-day moving average, and that rallied the day of the DeepSeek event. So this diversification with YMAG actually helped us once again. Again, AIPI was down about 4 to 5% on that DeepSeek event, but YMAG was down only 2 to 3% because other names in YMAG were actually up like Apple. All right, so that's some of the other positioning that I did in my portfolio. And again, if you ever want to see all of my moves, just head over to my Fire Portfolio service on YouTube and you can track all of my trades there. All right, so we're outperforming all of the indexes using Yieldmax, Cornerstone, and Margin. If you need help doing the same, email me for my e-guides at akintodd48@gmail.com. When you buy my e-guides, my phone number and Discord access comes free for life, so keep that in mind. You can call me anytime you have questions about your portfolio. I'm always here for all of my members. If you ever have any questions about your brokerage account that I can't answer, someone here in Discord can most likely answer for you. They're all very helpful, okay, and we all want to help each other get ahead. We have over 1,000 members here in the Discord chat room pursuing the fire lifestyle. All right, if you like the video, please click like or subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon, everyone. Thanks.